Heidi ho, fellow crafter. Thanks for joining me again. This is just kind of a last minute idea I had. I was actually working on some design work on the computer, and I had this thought. I'm like, hang on, I need to see if this will work. And I played around a little bit, and I like what happened. So I thought I'd share it with you and show you how I did it. These are just little book page blossoms, I'm going to call them. And super easy, fantastic way to use up scraps, of course. And these are very open to your interpretation. You could do a lot of different things with this as well, but it's just a pretty basic idea. And I have them crumpled up like this for the most part because I like the 3D-ness of the cluster like that. But I was just thinking, if you were to just keep them more straight, just kind of like this, they look a lot like an artist you may or may not have seen. You've probably seen her stuff, but you maybe didn't know her name. But I actually happen to have a little sticky note with her artwork on it. Her name is Mary Engelbright. And I've always loved her stuff. She's been around forever. And her style is very much, when you see her, actually these roses are kind of a little bit similar to this too. She has a look, of course, as every artist happens to have their own look. And I thought these actually just straight up flat kind of have a Mary Engelbright look to them. I think that's kind of fun too. I do like the 3D effect too, though, but you could completely go, completely flat, and I think they'd still look pretty cool. So, and so it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'll just make a few with you, since I'm kind of on a roll, and I thought I would do a few different colors as well. So let me I have all my circle punches out. I have 2-inch, 1.5, 1 and half an inch. So I'm just going to take a few pages. I'll do 2. And I love, upside down. I love this book. It's an old, what is it? It's like a Hebrew-Greek lexicon book. Where is it? There we go. Greek lexicon of the New Testament. So it has really, really neat writing in it. So I like to use this for a nice contrast. I think I'll just need one of that. So for these, I use these 3 punches, and I think for this time around, I'm going to do the next set down a little bit smaller. We'll see. And as you'll see here, I didn't use buttons in the middle of these because, well, if you have tiny buttons, you can use them. But all my buttons were a little bit bigger, and it kind of forced it to be flat. And I didn't want that. I didn't want to be forced. I wanted be able to do this. So I just found these really neat little half pearls, these little guys. And then I also used just little, the little sequin. They're not sequins. What are these? Oh my goodness. The words are leaving my head. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. These guys. So you can use whatever you want in the middle. That happens to be what I had handy. But let me do this. There's no need for this to be a super long tutorial, so I'm just going to make maybe 2 and experiment with a few more colors, We'll see. I say that, and I'll end up getting carried away, and I'll end up making more than I intended. I want to get closer to this edge here. There we go. All right, let me start out with 2. See if I can refrain myself from going crazy. I think I'll make a tiny ones out of this one too. And this may be too tiny. I don't know. We'll see. And then just for a little contrast, have a different book page. Look, it's a slightly different color. Oh, well, that one's... This one's dull again. Well, it's okay. We can make it work. Oh, my goodness. This always happens. This always happens when I've got the camera rolling. Okay, hang on. I'm going to cut just a little bit so I can get it out without ripping it, and then I'll just cut like that. Okay. Goodness gracious, it didn't do this earlier. Of course. I'm going to have to run it through punch it on aluminum foil to see if that'll sharpen it. I've done that before, and honestly, it did not work that great. It helped a little bit, but it didn't just like make it super duper sharp. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Okay, let's see here. This one's a little raggedy. And this, I'm kind of wanting to do a little bit different look than raggedy. I usually like shabby and rustic and grungy, and they are still kind of grungy. And you can certainly do, I'm sure you've seen, you can like rip your circles, and they don't even have to be perfect circles, and you make flowers out of those, and that I really love that look too. But I wanted to try something a little bit different with the clean cut circles, and I like it. I actually like it more than I thought I would. It was a kind of a thought. Let me get my little protector here. It was a kind of a thought that kind of came in and out of my head, and I figured I'm gonna try. So okay, so these are like purples, and for some reason some of it looks more pink, but I used purple. So pink and purple and green. I did 3 different colors here, like a mossy green, purple, and a teal, which I like. I like that combination actually. So I want to do like more of a red, like a deeper red on one. I think I'll do one color, and then I'll do the other one with maybe like 3 different shades, complementing shades. So all I did, this one's really tiny. This one's going to be a little harder to work with. I may just need to, I don't know, just kind of do the edges and do more than just, well, this is so tiny. I'm just going to do that. But what I was doing, I was going in a little further than just the edges. So it gives it a little bit more color, but I kind of still want some of that book page color too. So I've just kind of been doing that. And let's see. Of course, the bigger it is, the easier it is to work with. And then, if you know me, I like to mix my inking colors. So, and I love my brown edges. So what did I do with my brown? So then I just kind of go back around and do a little bit of brown on the actual edges, like so, and like so. And the brown that I keep going back to is the walnut stain. I have several other browns, and they're nice for other things, but I don't know. And I don't know, if I just want an easy, comfortable look, I go for my walnut stain. Oops. Okay, so, and what's interesting is with the different book pages, actually, that's probably what happened here. the pinkish, it looked more pink on the one book page because of the coloring, and then it looked more purple on the other. So that makes it interesting. So they're all the same color, but you can see right here, they look different. Can you see? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So, let me take a gander real quick here. I think I want to do another teal. And I love this green peeled paint. Tim Holtz peeled paint. And then the peacock feathers is always a winner in my book. Let me look real quick here. I don't have a ton of colors, but I kind of have my, these colors I stick to. I think I'm going to do yellow is not usually my go-to color, but I have a feeling this might look interesting with yellow. Wild honey. It's kind of a darker yellow. So let's do yellow and teal. Okay, I'm definitely going out of my comfort zone here. I think yellow, teal, and this green. I think that's an odd color. I mean, an odd combination, but something tells me it might work. So let's see. Let's do the teal on the bottom. Get my blue brush out. Just the biggest one is my favorite color, so that I don't feel overwhelmed with a color that I don't usually go to. So there we go there. And then I think do the yellow next on the next size down. Let's see. Yeah, that's a nice yellow. It's not bright. It's not super bright. It's kind of a gold on this paper, looking kind of gold, which is nice because that's always kind of a vintagey color, I think. I got a little scraggle here that's bothering me. Okay. All right, and then this tiny one I will do in this green. And where's my green? Oh, there we go. Okay. And it's so tiny. I'm just going to do that. Done. Okay. So then let me ink the edges in the brown again. So cute. So cute. I think this is actually a fun color combo. I'm thinking outside the box for myself here. And I think I'm gonna like it. I need to expand my horizons a bit. Get out of my comfort zone. I see so many people doing, more colorful things than I typically do. And it always looks so good, but I'm always afraid that if I do it, it won't look as good because it's out of my comfort zone. But I think that's a pretty cool color combo. What do you think? I like it. I like it a lot. So, okay. So then also you may have noticed I just did a little leaves. So that's as easy breezy as can be. You just kind of really just make it up as you go. Some long skinny ones, some short fat ones maybe, and a little bit, let me see, maybe a little wonky there, kind of curve to it. Get a little creative on the cutting. Okay, lovely. And these I will all do with this green. I just love this green. It's yummy. It's yummy. I hate that it's called peeled paint because peeled paint is not yummy. But this is yummy. It's kind of like an avocado to me. So then I'll just do the same thing here, just kind of along the edges. Okay, so let's start with this one. I'm just amazed at how different this looks like two different colors. Interesting. Okay, so what I basically did was I just kind of fold it in half and then take it and kind of like fold it in itself again. Remember those, well, I'm aging myself, but remember those paper games in school? Remember they went like this? That's kind of what that reminds me of. So I'm just kind of doing that to just give it a little bit of a form to work with. This one, oh, it's tiny. Eek! I may just fold it that way and then fold it that way. There we go. All right. And then actually what I did with the other ones, I really kind of abuse it for a minute and get it really crinkly to give it some more cool texture. And you can do that with all of them. So then I just glue it in the middle. Put a little bloop right there. And it's okay if it goes flat again because we can always crinkle it back up, as you saw. Crinkle it right there. All right. And then, let me see, I've got some more scrap lace. You can actually, I think I did that with this. Between these layers, I kind of forgot. You know, put cheesecloth or ribbon or lace or whatever in between. Something thin though, because you don't want it to get too bulky. I'm looking to see if I have really thin lace. I don't think I do. Maybe I do. Okay, so here is, let me see if it's too late. Well, kind of, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to put the lace in between there, just kind of roughly. And then put that there. Put that back there. There we go. And I do, as you know, or may not know, I don't know, I love my cheesecloth. So I'm going to use, I think, this beautiful sagey green scrap that I have left. Put it behind. Doesn't quite go with these greens, but I think it'll be okay. It's kind of a different green. Okay. Or I can use, you know what, I'm going to use my white and then ink it up with a color that matches. Cannot go wrong with white cheesecloth because you can make it what you want. Let me do a little snippy snip roughly. And then, oops, the glue's not sticking. I didn't put enough glue. Okay. Okay, so then excuse me, then I'll put, I think I'm going to do the same color, excuse me, something Something's got me choked up. And I know it's like all the same color, but as you see, it kind of translates differently on the different surfaces. So it'll be more of a monotone kind, not monotone, I keep saying monotone, monochrome kind of a look. But I like it. I actually like that a lot. So cool. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Oops. Yes, I like it. I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna crinkle this back up a bit because I can, and then I will glue this kind of bunched up on the back. Kind of get it kind of all crowded in there and kind of roughened up a bit again. I'm rough with my stuff. I'm the reason why we can't have nice things. Okay, so I like it. You can probably, I don't know if you can see it better on the white, but the ink on that cheesecloth is perfect. I love it. Love it. And then I'm going to put a couple of leaves behind it. Let's see. Which ones should I do? Boom, just like that. Okay, done. That worked out well. They just kind of went into position. And then I'm going to wait till it dries before I crinkle it back up. But I'm going to put a little dot there. I'm thinking, let's see what I have. I've got purple, which might actually work well with that. That wouldn't look bad. Let me see. Or a gold. A yellow. Again, yellow's not my go-to, but for some reason I think the yellow might work well on that one. Yep. Okay. For this one, just maybe a clear. I think I like it. It's kind of reflecting the colors around it. So I'm going to go with that. It's almost a little too big, to be honest, though. Hang on. Let me see if I have. Let me see if I have. I don't have a smaller one that color. Oh well. I'm gonna make it work. I'm just gonna go with it. Go with it. Go for it. It would probably be better if it was smaller. But that's okay. Now see this one, look how pretty it looks just flat. It's actually quite nice. It looks very Mary Englebrightish, don't you think? I'm actually kind of getting sold on the flatness of it. But I do like the 3D look too. You can do both. Easy breezy. No rules. No rules. Okay, so while that dries. Okay. I'll flip it upside down. Let's do this one. And I'm just going to see if I can do, because see, I'm efficient, remember? I'm not lazy. I'm efficient. Do them all three at once, right? And I want these, I'm going to do these really crinkly. I'm going to really crinkle them up more than I did with the others. See how that works. Sorry. Okay. And of course, the more you crinkle it, the softer it's going to be, which might be a nice little effect. It'll be a very soft flower. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, let's get this one glued down. Okay. Oh, I almost lost. I didn't see where it went. Where'd the little guy go? So little. Just a little dot there. Okay. All right. I'm liking that color combo. I'm surprised. Wow. Wow. Okay. And oops. Okay. I can't decide if I want to put that there yet or not. Let's work on the backing. I want to do. See, I forgot to put something in between again. That's okay. That's okay. Let me. I don't have any other colors that I think would work. So let me do. I may just do straight up brown. Kind of keep it earthy. See, the whole bright colors thing freaks me out. I feel like I need to. I'm gonna keep it earthy. Bring it back down to earth here, and do my cheesecloth in brown. Maybe kind of. I don't know. This is just a scrap piece. And this may not be big enough. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let me do eek. Okay. All right, so then if I do this, maybe make a little flag out of it. Yeah. A little more brown. Okay. Oops. Do that. And that. I may trim it off a little bit too, but let's see. Okay, and then the leaves. Since I didn't put anything in the middle, like between the layers, maybe I'll put a leaf in between the layers. Like this. No. No. This is a little bit too long. But I think if my hands will allow me, I may put some of this cheesecloth peeking out from here. Just kind of fake it, you know? Make it look like I remember to put something in between the layers. You know? And then I don't waste these tiny pieces. Waste not, want not. I think that's going to work just fine. A little bit more here. Looks like my glue bottle's kind of leaking a little from the top. Okay. So a little bit of scruff coming up there. I think that works. That works okay. And then let's see how I want to put the leaves. Like so. Whoops. Like so. Yep. Just like that. Oops. Okay. Yeah. I like it. And then we'll put the crowning touch. Right there. And there we have it. Now, like I said, I mean, you can put more. See, with these, I put just kind of sheer ribbons in between the layers. Oh, another thing that I like that I tried, I splattered 2 of these with just white paint, and I think I want to do that with these too. I like it; kind of adds a neat. Let me get rid of some of this scruffs. Okay. Yeah, so when it's all done, let me wipe my glue bottle before it gets all wonky. When it's all done, I would recommend is when you sprinkle it, because then it kind of goes everywhere on the lace and on the cheesecloth and everywhere, and I think that adds a really neat look. So all I used was just white acrylic paint. And I got my brand new palette out. My old one is so used and all the paint is so hard I can't get it up anymore. And then I just diluted it pretty good with water. Because I want it to be a little bit, drippy. I want it to be super duper thick. And I'm just using this, very thin, long-haired brush, but you could use, I would say you could use any brush. But let me just kind of tap it on and be aware that you may be getting paint on things nearby. So don't get too... So I was doing this, that worked too, but it kind of, actually that works really good, but it likes to sprinkle everywhere. I was getting it on my book, and you just have to be careful, or just give yourself more room. Got some big blotches there. And that's okay. Oh, see, I'm getting it on my table. Let's try different techniques to sprinkle. Okay. So, got it all on my table. Yep. Oh, goodness. I get my little wipey out. Making a mess. But that's when it's fun, right? When you get messy. Whoops. Goodness gracious. Got a clinger. Okay. All right. So let me just take these off. And just kind of line them all up. Now, I just left these flat. I don't want to crinkle them now that the wet paint is on it, but once the paint dries, I can crinkle them back up again if I want. But honestly, I like them flat like that. And that makes a good embellishment for like inside your journal. So it doesn't, it doesn't add a whole lot of bulk. What's going on here? Okay. It doesn't add a lot of bulk, but it's pretty. I mean, look how pretty that is. I'm really liking this one. Like it a lot. And I'm liking these colors here too. This one's still quite wet. Did quite a bit of blobby paint on that one, but I think it works. It gives it that grunginess, but I don't know. I like it. So there, I said it. I like it. I hope you like it too. I really do. So you saw how easy and fun that was. So I will be putting these on, the more 3D ones on top of a journal. And these flatter ones I can put in a journal, like maybe on a belly band or something, you know what I mean? So Yep, there you go. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Bye.